Hey guys, this is Krishna back again with another video. What we're gonna cover today is I believe a tab that is probably um, your best companion in Davinci Resolve. It's gonna be your best friend, and that's gonna be the inspector over here. So let me rearrange some of the things. I already put some of the clips here so we don't lose too much time. So let me move this here. And now what I want to show you is you can edit most of your footages and audio straight from the inspector here. It has some few tools that are really useful, and it also enable you to be a little bit more precise about what you want to do. So to start over here, we have the video that we can edit here. So if I go here, you will see that over here I can transform it. So if I move this, I can transform it like this, put it a little bit bigger here. But the tool that I'm using here, you have it available here, and this is where you could do that as well. Depending on, I find this to be a lot faster, right? So if I want to move it somewhere, I can do it really easily. Just over here and over here, I can just come and reset everything. But a lot of times with the transform tool here, you're able to be a little bit more precise about where you want to put your footage. So you can rotate this thing over here, and you also have access to that straight from over here. You could do that as well, but at the same time you have some option here that is a lot harder to do with this tool over here if you wanted to do it. Okay, and some other things where you can flip it just like this. Okay, so let me just refresh it. Let me just reset it actually. So over here we can crop depending on whatever you want to do. You can crop top, left, right, bottom. It's definitely possible to do it. The other option that we have here, let me reset it again. The other option that we have here is a dynamic zoom, and with the dynamic zoom, basically, actually, I think it's the cropping that's doing that. Okay, so yeah, so with the dynamic zoom, it's something that you're gonna use if you did not have the chance to zoom on as you were recording. You can do it here. It is dynamic. It's gonna include a lot of noise in your footage, and basically the way you do it, you could do it from here, where basically no, actually from here, where we're gonna come here and say dynamic zoom. And the way it works is, for you to see it really well, it's gonna go from so you need to select how you want the dynamic zoom to go. So if I come here, actually what I'm gonna do, let me reset it. Let me remove the dynamic zoom, and I'm gonna just cut it here. And what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna set the dynamic zoom only on this footage over here. So when I do that, let me turn on the dynamic zoom now. You're gonna see the dynamic zoom is only enabled on this thing over here, and I'm gonna say that we are going from this small spot, and it's gonna go from the small spot to the big one here. So let me play this. So I don't know if you're able to see that, just like that. So that is the dynamic zoom, but like I say, it does include a lot of noise in your video, so just be mindful of that. It is best if you can actually zoom with your whatever tool that you're using, whether it is a camera or a DSLR. It is best to do it there instead of doing it here. This is maybe to save you at the last minute, right? But yeah, you have some other things here, stabilization, lens correction, all that, you're gonna use it at a specific time. The other thing that I just want to show you here, actually before I do that, let me jump in here, and you're gonna see that the option that I have available here as well are fairly similar for the video and the audio. And basically this you would use a lot of times if you see people with their logo there, at the bottom left or bottom right, at the bottom right or bottom left. Basically that's what they're using. They're using either the other tool that I just mentioned here, the transform tool, or they're going to use the inspector. So let's try to do that now. Let's just move this. We're going to make it really small, and maybe let's just put it here, somewhere over here, right? And I did mention you can, and it does update the information here. The other thing that's going to be really interesting for us is going to be the composite over here. If you're familiar with Photoshop, this is basically a little bit of the same tool where, especially if you're layering a lot of pictures, videos, that kind of thing, this is where it's going to help you to decide how the layer on top is going to be added to your stack, right? So over here it is normal, so it's going to show it as if there was nothing. So I could come here, play a little bit with some of the options that's available to me. So right now you're seeing that this thing over here tends blended a little bit better, but I think it's a little bit hard to see. Let me see if there is maybe something else that might be a lot better. So yeah, this one is not bad. Could actually just put it on top here, just like that. So depending on what is your background, this is where it's gonna come into play, right? The type of background that you have. So this is what we have here for the inspector for the video, and you also have the inspector as well for the audio, and it is a little bit different. You have different settings over here. You can affect the volume, the pan, but keep in mind that whatever you're doing on over here on the inspector, sorry guys, just a little bit of background noise on my end, but I was saying that just keep in mind that whatever changes you make with the inspector to one file doesn't get copied to the other file. So if over here what you wanted was to reduce the volume of one of those files, you see that it only affects the one file, it doesn't affect the other. And same thing for the pan. So over here you have the volume, the pan, the pitch, and the equalizer as well at the bottom here. So a lot of times if you want to reduce the volume of both of them, it's good to do it on a track, and you do it on a mixer track over here, and I actually reduce quite a bit of it for both of them over here. But yeah, and a lot of the things regarding audio, we're gonna do it here in Fairlight. So this is those are the different options that are the different things that is available to you with the inspector. I just wanted to go through it. A lot of tools there that allow you to edit your footages, pictures, and audio as well. So fairly useful. So I'm gonna stop here, and I'm gonna come back to you with another video fairly soon. Okay.